is your question?
So we have to enroll in the form, right? So what is actually going to be happening? Like we're enrolling for like.
So however, we have multiple programs we are going over there. Even our class is also doing one program too, and however I'm going to do it, so that's why I will just going to ask you, because I need at least almost like 10 participants, and I will assign all roles as well. So can you do it? Can you put your email address and your WhatsApp number in a chat? I'll send it out to a script I have, and I also, whatever your part is, I'll just highlight it, and then we'll do those the practice as well. Okay.
So it's going to be like a play online.
Yes, it's going to be a plan. Yeah, it's like it's definitely it's a play.
And so do I fill out like the form that they linked, or just leave that form be and I just give my email and WhatsApp to you?
No,
And then
you.
you'll just give those.
So however these things, one thing, you also fill out to that the form too, because that forms we know, right? In a central one, we know who is going to be participants, but however for me it's better I can directly communicate with you regarding your portion was as well as the entire script wise too.
Okay, so I'll do both.
Yes. Please put it in a common chat, and from that one I will take it. And same with this the Kian and Ashwin too, right? So I can assign you your role as well.
What and what?
Okay, anyway, once we will have a full house, I'll again declare these things, but this is regarding MJK, Maya Janma Kalyana, that is been we are celebrating on April 15th.
Okay.
Okay, and we are going to play a play or a skit.
Okay.
And in that one, I will also assign you your portions, one part. And however, whatever these the characters we will be deciding after our class, or I will just set up another meeting in a Sunday's class time sometime this week. So at least all participants, they know what is their role and how you're going to be presented, right? It's like you also need to dress up like that one. It's the same like a play. Okay, Ashwin. So what I want you to, even I already talked with Hanit too, just put up your name, email address, and your WhatsApp number, and I'll send it out to you a script through the WhatsApp as well.
Okay.
Okay, I also do those email and send it out all those invite too.
Okay.
Okay. Kian, can you please turn on your camera?
Sure.
Ashwin.
1 second. Yeah, 1 second.
Sure. So we'll starting this the class with Namokar mantra. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Setanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vachayanam, Namo Loe Sahunam, Eso Panchanamokaro, Sauva Pava Panasano, Manglanancha Sauvesim Padmam Havai Mangalam. Okay, so everyone please turn on your camera and I can at least see you guys. Okay, yes, Risha. And I will start it today's sessions with this the festival. It's just recently done and many people are celebrating even these weekends too. Do you know the name of that our Indian festival?
Holi.
Holi. Yeah, Ashtanika Parva we did it, right? And this is our Indian festival, or we can nowadays I'm starting to, instead of telling an Indian, I am saying it's our Bharatiya festival. Okay, and it was a Holi. Are you guys playing over there? Holi with the colors?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So many parts, even right now we are living in Florida, so we have this Saturday, this Sunday, we have a celebrations. So everybody is gathering in one ground, big ground it is there, and we are playing with this the colors, different colors. Okay, and yeah, and it is really very fun. So one way it's a celebrations of welcoming and spring, and it's a symbol of, that means what we can say, goods win over the evil, and there are two or three stories is going behind it. Anyone know that the one story? And then after I will tell you. Just give me a second. Okay, so anyone knows this? Anyone know there are a couple of stories is behind this, the holy one? Anyone know
Yeah.
any story?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
Ashwin.
one.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So a story is that Holika tried to kill her cousin, her
Nephew,
nephew,
right? Its
and
name is
yeah,
Prahlad.
and
Uh-huh.
then she got burned by her own magic.
Yes. So do you know? Okay. So there is this one is very famous story, and I am telling you. So Prahlad was a Vishnu Bhakt,
Yeah.
and his father is a Hiranyakashyap, and he got a Vardhan, or we can say a boon. Okay, and this one is like I'll tell you what is that the boon is. So he cannot be killed by human, by animal, or by what we can say a danav. Okay, so देव से भी and by even by देव से भी वो नहीं मारा जा सकता, and they cannot kill by human, not by animal, and not by danav. Okay, and even he cannot die inside the house. Okay, nobody can kill him inside the house, even nobody can kill him outside the house. Okay, and that is
Okay.
also, and he also got that kind of the vardhan from Brahmaji, and say even he cannot kill in on a land, neither in a water or nor in a sky, because whenever he did this tapascharya and praise Brahmaji, and Brahmaji prasanna हुए and say, okay, ask me any boon. He says, okay, I want to be Amar, okay, immortal. And Brahmaji told him, okay, I cannot make you immortal because this is against the law of nature, right? So इसके अलावा और कुछ भी मांगो. तो उसने ये मांगा कि nobody can, मुझे कोई human नहीं मार सकता, कोई दानव नहीं मार सकता, कोई देव नहीं मार सकता, और कोई प्राणी नहीं मार सकता. Even I cannot be killed by what? मैं कोई भी अस्त्र शस्त्र से नहीं मारा सकता. Okay, I cannot be killed by any weapon, right? So, and then after he says, okay, even मैं जमीन पे नहीं, आसमान में भी नहीं मर सकता, और जमीन पे भी नहीं मर सकता. ओके, और ना ही पानी में मर सकता हूँ, ना ही मैं घर में, ना ही बाहर. Okay, so this kind of that they ask a boon, and Brahmaji says, okay, tathastu. So then afterward, Hiranyakashipu did during that means now he virtually immortal, right? कोई भी शस्त्र उसको असर नहीं कर सकता. इवन दे कैन नॉट किल बाय एनी काइंड ऑफ दोस्त पॉइजन. ना तो कोई पॉइजन से मार सकता है, ना तो अग्नि उसे जला सकती है. So whatever the ways you are basically die, he covered all those the ways, right? ना वो जमीन पे मरेगा, ना वो आसमान पे मरेगा, So now he become like an invincible. Nobody can
Okay.
kill them.
Yes.
So whenever his son comes up there, Prahlad, and Prahlad praising Vishnu, and he says, okay, why you are praising them and Vishnu? I am a god. Okay, praise me. And Prahlad says, no, no, no. So he tried to kill them various way, and he has her sister is called Holika, and Holika also uh, has a very divine what we can say a kambal. उसके पास वो divine kambal था, means divine क्या बोलते उसको, एक कपड़ा था, cloth, and that can, okay, if you wear this one, then the fire cannot burn you. So they make in a way कि प्रहलाद उसकी गोद में बैठा और होलिका की, और होलिका ने वो अपना कपड़ा जो that is the divine cloth, he wear it, and then after they start the fire. Okay, and during that time suddenly that the wind is blown, and instead of the holika, that the cloth take off from the holika and come and covered up to the Prahlad, and Prahlad saved. Holika died. So that was that story from as part of the Hinduism. And what would be happen to Hiranyakashyap? Do you know? So that is what they called a Vara avatar. No, not Vara avatar, but Narsimha avatar. So that Vishnu came up from a pillar. So he was the half lion, half human. ना तो वो मनुष्य था, ना तो वो प्राणी था, right? Then he took Hiranyakashyap's, and exactly in the middle of जो घर में उसको हम लोग आप क्या बोलते हैं जैसे डोर के बीच में, ना तो वो बाहर ना तो अंदर, ओके, एंड देन ही लिफ्ट इट अप हिरण्यकश्यप एंड पुट इट ऑन हिज लेग. तो ना तो जमीन पे और ना ही आसमान पे, राइट? एंड देन आफ्टर ही किल्ड विथ हिज नेल्स, ओके, जो शेर के नाखून होते हैं ना उनसे, एंड ही कट इट आउट. तो ना तो वो शस्त्र से मरा, ना तो जहर से, बिकॉज यू कैन नॉट कंसिडर दिस वन एज अ weapon, and that's how they killed it. And that is what this is basically. It's a celebrations, the goods winning over the evil, but that is not a true story. According to Jainism, there is another story, and
Okay.
that was a real one. Okay, so if you guys want to listen, I can tell you.
Yes.
Wait, so how do
You
we know that this was a real one and the other one was not real?
okay? How we know it? So this one, however, whenever we are going into this in a history one, right? Are
Yeah.
many of our panditji, they already started all those the what we can say research. So when we are seeing these things has been started, right? If it has been started from those that, for an example, if it has been we are celebrating, and this one is according to them one, it was Vishnu's 10th avatar. So it was a time era around 85,000, 87,000 years back. Okay, so it means that from that time to here one, we have any kind of those the evidence that the people are keep celebrating those the holy as a part of those one, right? It is a part of their life. However, okay, if I'm telling you right now, everybody is celebrating during your birthday one, people are cutting a birthday cake. So when actually, and after means after a few years, then people are thinking, okay, yeah, means in a birthday one, everyone's cutting cake, and it is from the ages. No, it is not from the ages. Whenever we are going back from the 100 years back, no one was cutting a cake on that time. In a birthday one, people are doing a puja, they are doing other kind of those the rituals, right? They are celebrating in other way. So how this the cake was introduced? Cake was introduced during those the convent, whenever the people are converted from those the Christianity and convent things, they push it out, and eventually it has been part of the celebrations of everyone's life. To cutting a cake, blow off a candle, and that become a part. So it is just become an accustoms. We can say almost like 60 years or 70 years. Before that one, it was not that. Okay, same way. When is this the second? Right now, we are considering a time, that the second is what we can say is a unit of a time, right? So when this the second has been introduced, if we are going back in around the 300 years one, there was not a second. People are not measuring the time in a second. So when this has been actually introduced, however, even that they are keeping in a time, right? How we know? So if we are using data seconds, then however, unit means in any kind of those the literature or book or any record is been finding it out. So that's how they do the research when exactly these things has come up there. And that's how they know, okay, it has been just started this many years ago. And before we are not finding out any kind of those the evidence that support a story that is been. So it means that once this kind of the things is coming and is part of the everyone's life, and then many stories will be attached to that the customs, and that's how we know it. Okay, so I hope I gave you an explanations and you understand it, right? Rishabh, or who asked me, Rishabh or Ashwin?
Me.
Okay,
I
Ashwin,
understand.
you understand it, right? So that is how, yes, we are going. However, you are very accustomed with this the mobile, but then after you, since the birth you have seen, right? So next generation was just thinking, hey, mobile was forever. No, whenever they are going in a time one, they says yes, mobile was introduced in just in a 80s basically. Before that one, even you can't see in movies or cars or any kind of the literatures. So that's how. But eventually, once it has been part for 2, 3, 4, 5 generations, and then they think, okay, these things was forever. So that is how researchers are going back to that at a time they're searching it out. Many evidence, whatever the evidence is support to this the event. Okay, how this the custom is been generated. So that was, and that's how, and then after then the custom is generated, then many stories is been just attached to it, just to support that the customs one. Basically their message is, it means goods winning over the evil. That is the basic message, and everywhere this the basic message supposed to be the same. In this story, however, I told you about this the story that the Hindu is telling up, that also message is the same, and whenever in a Jain story, message is the remaining is same. Okay, even the name of those the characters are somewhat same. Or in our, according to Jainism, that the person name Holika, and even in Hindu, that the person name was Holika. Okay, even events are basically the same. Okay, in our, according to Jainism, even Holika was burned in a fire, and that is the same thing, it's happening in Hinduism too. So basically they took it a main theme from us one, but they that create a story around it. You got it right. Hmm. So that is how. So you want to listen what is the story according to our Jainism, a real story?
Yes.
Okay, however, I'm telling you because I'm telling you in Hindi, and I only because this one is in, I edit it up in a Sahitya, so it basically is in Hindi Sanskrit, but I'll put it up Hindi English one. So what was that? And that was a city, and over there there was a very rich man, and that rich man has only one daughter, and he kept her name as a Holika. Okay, so what do you mean by Holika? Means however pavitra जो होता है ना, जैसे इसी का जैसा there are the similar kind of those the meaning. So they kept her, and it was her only child, and because he has all those the richness, and he was like a millionaire billionaire at that time, so whatever, and he was too much busy in his business. Okay, तो वो अपने घर में, वो अपने business में इतना busy था कि even he was not even paying any attention what his child was doing and how he was growing up. तो वो बड़ी होती रही, but she, so Holika doesn't like to read, but he always like to just go around, फ्रेंड्स के साथ घूमना, मजे करना, ये सब. And eventually she fall for a bad habits. Okay, and gradually starting, because you know that whenever people are saying that you are very rich one, you very affordable, so they start demanding and say, okay, let's try this one, let's try that one too. And that's how even in the modern world today we are seeing, right? However, people become a drug addict. You are seeing majority of those, the millionaire and billionaire son or daughter, they become a drug addict. They become a that taking all kind of those the bad habits was developed. How it is so? So whoever is the company around it, they cannot afford it. But what they say is, okay, yeah, I know Hanit can afford it. So let's take a Hanit and say, okay, Hanit, and give us a party in a very big hotel, okay, or very expensive hotel, because Hanit can afford it. So people say, okay, go ahead, let's Hanit. And Hanit said, people say, wow, Hanit, you did it a great party, and next time you do these things. And after Hanit was inspired to do other things and other things, right? And say, okay, I have lots of money. Don't worry. You don't need to worry about it. Same thing happens with this, the Holika too. So आहिस्ता आहिस्ता वो क्या हुई कि वो उच्छृंद बनती गई. Means she doesn't have any kind of, means their parents, she was like become gradually losing the control. Their parents losing the control over her. So एक दिन क्या हुआ? She told her father, hey, I don't want to live in your mansion. I want to have my own mansion. Okay, I'm going to live there. So, and her father told them, okay, that's fine. Let's I build up you another very nice mansion for you. तो उसने एक अच्छा सा mansion बना दिया, and she was living with their servants and all दास दासियों के साथ. And then after, so same thing happened, and she was फिर किसी के घूमते फिरते she fell in love with someone. Okay. So because these people are so much influenced, so they can even not meet them directly, right? Because that, and you know, whoever is a very rich one, they also are very influencing people too. Even kings know them, and other people are knowing them. Okay, yeah, this is a son of this the rich man, or you know, the son and daughter of those the rich man, or everybody's knowing their one, right? That is how we know about here on paparazzi as well. So people are also following, okay, what they are doing, how they are living into their social life, and what do. तो फिर क्या हुआ कि वो जो था, so होलिका ask her servant जो दासी थी ना, उसको बोला कि तुम उसको चोरी छुपी रात को यहाँ पे लेके आना, ऐसा. And one time what happened, you know, that means then these things was going for a little bit longer. Okay, and then जो उसकी दासी थी, servant, uh, she feels like, okay, she is betraying their original owner. उसका original owner कौन है, मालिक कौन है? That the set, right? Who is actually paying them all those the salaries and give them everything. So ultimately her उसका जो हृदय ना वो बोला कि okay, I cannot support, means वो होलिका को बोल दिया कि I cannot support you in your wrong deeds. Whatever you are doing the wrong deeds, I will not support. I'll make a complaint against you to your father. And that's scared Holika. So what she did it, whenever that her servant or maid was making वो खाना बना रही थी ना, so on that time she put it some kind of the liquid on her and burned her. Okay, तो उसको जला ही दिया and जला के मार दिया. And then after she went, Holika went to her father and say that was an accident happened and we lost this the maid and I'm really sorry about it. But fortunately जो maid मरी थी ना, तो वो जाके व्यंतर हुई. You know that what is the Vyantar devs? How many of you, how many kinds of those the devs are?
4.
Okay, do you know names of all 4 kinds of the devs?
No.
Yes, Bhavanvasi, Vyantar,
Mm-hmm.
Vaimanik, and Jyotish.
Very good, very good. So Pavanvasi, then after Vyantar, Jyotish and Vaimanik, right? So वो जो थी वो मर के व्यंतर देव हुई. Okay, and then after she started to, because you know that she doesn't have any kind of those the proof to prove it she was innocent, or उसको ऐसे ही मार दिया गया है. Okay, so what she did it, she spread a different kind of those the disease and any kind of, वो जो पूरी city थी उनको परेशान करने लगी. And whoever is comes for you means okay, please save us, और जो कोई उनको बोलता था कि हमें बचाओ, वो कहती थी कि हाँ तुम जाओ and say to Holika's father that her maid was innocent. So दो तीन लोगों ने आके ऐसा उसने बोलना स्टार्ट किया, and then and her father knows okay, if this is a situations and people are doing, so whenever if you that the entire city or eventually this entire city, जैसे हम लोग कोरोना के टाइम पे अफेक्ट हुए थे, and people say okay this is a cure, right, you need to do it. So then what people will do, everybody has okay vaccine is a cure and everyone has to take it. So you see, right, there was a long lines and queues are there. People are waiting for, even sometimes in initial times, people are just waiting for a days in a line to just get a vaccine. Correct? We already seen this scenario. So same thing. So Holika, so जो व्यंतर देव थी ना maid, उसने क्या किया पता है? उसने कहा कि okay, I can give you relief if you make a statue from a wood and burn it. Okay, and then after you and then you celebrating it, you enjoying singing it and spreading it loud. Okay, and then whatever my curse will not impact you. So whatever people did it, people start making a same kind of those the fire pit. Okay, make a wooden statue of Holika, put it over there and burning it, and they are celebrating, they are singing it, and then after they will be released from this the curse. But the other people are still having that the curse. So eventually people are start following it. And this is like a message, and it's whenever something like these things happen, you know that this kind of the message spread is pretty fast. तो ये जाके बात किसके कान पे आई, होलिका के, and now people know okay whatever the Holika did it, right? So that's why they says let's do the Holika Dahan. Dahan means jalana. Okay, ignite, put it in a fire. So let's do this the Holika Dahan, let's do the Holika Dahan. And that was made from those the cast. So whoever are visiting to that the city one, they see this the ritual and they also take it with them. They also start to celebrating, they are also start to celebrating singing. Okay, people are playing with colors. So that's how it has been spreading it out. And so once that the listen by Holika, and what Holika did it, Holika did it the same thing, right? Holika just put it, make a bed of those the fire pit, and then she took those the fire by herself. वो खुद ही जल के मरी. Because her name was the Holika, that the entire function was called as a holy, right? And that is how this is been started. Okay, so ultimately was message was कि भी हाँ कि बुराई के सामने, but then eventually this the virtue has been started and it has been joined. Previously that the color was celebrations with this the color was a part of Vasant Mahotsav. Okay, so Mahotsav means like a celebration, and it was previously we are celebrating Vasant Utsav. So if you are reading up almost like a 1500-year-old like a Kalidas, on that time they do not have any kind of those, the scripture has been finding out that supports the holy. On that time this is Vasant Mahotsav. Even if we are going back to it, like an Eminath Bhagwan, on that time, you know, that Dipayan Rushi, and on that time even Yadavs were celebrating what? Vasant Mahotsav, right? Vasant Utsav. And Vasant Utsav, on that time it was because whenever the Vasant or spring season comes and people were celebrating, and this is the same thing is following. So there are the two events is just get merged and become a one event, holy, because in Vasant Mahotsav or in a Vasant Utsav, people are dancing, singing, and welcoming spring. Okay, on that time people are playing with this the colors, because on that time different kinds of those the flowers blooming it, and they get it. Okay, So that is been joined with this the Holika, and that is how these things is started. But according to Jain, we are even neither supporting, because we, okay, whether even Hani did it good or bad, right? We are not supporting them if she is getting died by burning himself. Are we support you? उसको क्या कि हम हिंसा को ही support कर रहे हैं ultimately, right? Whenever you are, you know that whenever you are fire a big holy, what you are support? Are you supporting a hinsa, right? It is not a non-violence, because many Jews are died into that the holy, and Jains are not supporting it. Even we are not supporting anything that's harm to the environment as well. Ultimately, some and other kind, you are promoting an hinsa, and our Jain base, what is our base siddhant? Ahimsa, right? That is our basic principle, ahimsa. So that's why we are not supporting this one. So now a question, right? So it means that for you one, you think that, okay, should we uh, have to celebrate Holi or not? You can, but if you know, then you know that why these things are doing, because yes, you are living up here one, you are living in the United States one. So if everyone celebrating you know that what we can say Easter, you can also celebrate with them and Easter, or however we have other kinds of like in 4th July Independence Day, and you cannot just sit it at home and you are not doing anything and say, hey, I'm not to be a part, because if entire society is doing, you can. So that's a fine. But if you know it, that's how you are not giving them a greeting, hey, happy Holi. Okay, it means that you are endorsing it, and endorsement getting the same kind of those the path, because you know that, right? Karvu. So we can do it in 4 and 9 types. So one basically 3 types karvu means are either you are doing, either you say someone's to do it, or either you are endorsing if anyone's doing. All 3 are getting the same kind of those the path. Okay, equal amount of those the path. You are gaining it. So that is how, even though that's how you know that during our pollutions, if we cannot do any kind of those the tapascharya, but what we'll do? We do anumodana, right? So even by doing, what is anumodana? Anumodana is a endorsement. We are endorsing it. Hey, whatever you did it is a good thing. So even what, how much the punya they get it by doing that the tapascharya, we also getting the same thing by just endorsing it. And same thing, you are also getting the same path by endorsing it too. So Holika fir mar ke nark mein gayi. So that was the story about Holi. Okay, so we'll be going back to Bhaktamar, and now I have a full house. I have another announcement. We are celebrating Mahavir Janma Kalyanak MJK on uh, April 15th, and as our level 3, we are playing a skit, and into that skit, or it's like in a play, it's like a fancy dress one. So please fill out your form, as well as put your name and your WhatsApp name, email address, and WhatsApp number onto this the common chat, and I will take it from that one, so I can send you your part of the script. Okay, I just got it. One from who? Okay, one from Hanny. Okay, but please, Rishabh, and then Tashvi, Kian, Ashwin, please put your name, email, and WhatsApp number, and I will share a scripts. And most probably on a Sunday one, I'll also set up some kind of
Wait,
some meetings to do
where do
with
we
your
put
one.
it? Where do we put it?
In a common chat.
Oh, but I don't know my mom's WhatsApp number.
You can ask her. At least if you know your email, you can put it up, and then later on you can update me. Let me put
Okay.
my WhatsApp number. Okay, so everybody just take a note onto that one, and you can message me as well with your name and something, and I'll add it out to you. So this one is my WhatsApp number.
What is it for again?
Hmm? What is the program? So each group, right, means
What is this for? Like,
oh, this is okay. So this our script is on based on 6 dravyas. Okay, and that is some kind of those the conversations, and it's pretty nice one. We have really nice skit is been developed. So uh that's why, and we have really nice conversations. It has a theme is like a birthday party, and people are talking in each other one, and then this the is been play is been starting it out. So what I will do it, I'll share a scripts with you all, and also make sure you also fill out the forms that is been posted out a Google form. So that is for, so in one portions they know everyone who are in participants, and one way I also know how you are, and I assign you a scripts on individual character wise as well. So you have a full scripts, but in also I will in bracket one I'll write it down your name as well. Okay, so we'll be doing 37 and 38 sloks pretty fast, and then after, okay, yeah, and then after I'll also share you out a link. You can make colors at your home, you know, that the holy colors, you don't have to buy it from a market. It's just 10-15 minutes, and that the video link I'll also put it up to you. You can watch it, make it at your home. If you are going to play during this the weekend one, make, or if you are not doing, but at least make those the colors, and you can please, you know, that enjoy Holi with your family. It's a celebrations of a joy, right? So let's welcome it, let's celebrate it as a Jain way, as a non-harmical way. I am sharing my screen for this the Bhaktamar sloks, and we are doing 37 and 38. Okay. But please put your name and your WhatsApp number, everything in a comment chat, and also fill out your form as well. So are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, so we can go with this the slok 37, and before that one, whatever we have so far covered, we have covered 8 pratiharya, right? And then after, so now this the Bhaktamar is taking another turn. Okay, so after this one they say, okay, by doing these things, what kind of the benefit I'm getting it, right? मैंने आपकी इतनी अच्छी तरह से भक्ति की, तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा? What I am getting it, right? Ultimately, whenever you are doing something, you also want to gain something, correct? Otherwise, why people are doing anything? So उनके भक्त को क्या मिलता है? That is all these things been started. So whoever is the bhakt, right? So what do you mean by bhakt or devotee? Who are following the instructions of the Bhagwan, right? और भगवान, so भगवान की जो instructions देते हैं उसी को, उसको follow करते उसको भक्त कहते हैं. And what kind of they are Bhagwan? What are the Bhagwan? Is they are just showing you a path. And now we know up to this point, whatever the path has been shown. But that I will go with individual sloks, and I'll tell you exactly what is the main basic meaning behind it. Okay, so let's will in a slok 37. Yes, Rishabh.
Wait, are we going to do Kahoot today?
Yes, we are also going to do the Kahoot. That's why I'm just going 37, 38 pretty fast. We'll be playing a Kahoot for that one too. Okay. Yeah. So slok 37. Itham yatha tava vibhutir pujinendra dharmopadeshan vidona tatha parasya yadak प्रभादिनकृता प्रहतान्धकारा ताः कृतो ग्रहगणस्य विकाशिनोऽपि. Okay, so what it means then? So यहाँ से इत्थम. Okay, इत्थम. So means इस प्रकार, like this way. We already know yatha, right? Yatha, tatha, we already know that word. So yatha means jaise. Tau, now everyone knows the what is the meaning of tau. Who knows what is the meaning of tau? Please everyone turn on their camera, so at least I know. We know this the word many times. Tau means your, aapka. Vibhuti, we already know this the one, aapki vibhuti. Vibhutir, okay. Abhut, जिनेंद्र, जिनेंद्र भगवान आपके विभूत अद्भुत है. अभूत मीन्स ऐसा हुआ है. अब ओके, भूत मीन्स होना. होना means who is existing, right? That's why we called a past in a Hindi one what we call भूतकाल, यानी कि जो हुआ था, right? जिसका अस्तित्व होता है उसको भूत बोलते हैं. Means who are exist, it's called bhut, right? So that is why, that means that's why whenever we call the bhutanath means whenever we know, so it is for whoever is living being, okay, a master of that one, it's called a bhutanath. जिनका अस्तित्व है उनका नाथ, so सारे प्राणियों का नाथ. So that is the same way. A bhut, okay, जिनेंद्र, so means जो हुआ था. इस प्रकार जैसे आपकी विभूति का हुआ था, तो क्या हुआ था? धर्मोपदेशन. ओके, जहां पे धर्मोपदेश, सो धर्म का उपदेश कहाँ पे होता है? डू यू नो वेयर दिस धर्मोपदेश इज बीन डन? व्हेन द sermon is been given by Jirendra Bhagwan, where what is the place? That the place is called what? Samavasharan. Very good. So now you know, right? Whenever this says dharmopadeshana, so they are talking about samavasharan. Then vidho means vidho, vidhi mein, like, however it is in a process way. Na, nahi, not. Tatha, yatha, tatha. Tatha means vaisa, yatha means jaisa. Okay, vaisa, like. Parasya, परस्य means someone else, किसी दूसरे का. पराया, जिसके हिंदी में हम बोलते हैं पराया, दूसरे का. ओके, परस्य means not ours ones, others ones. यादिक, यादक means जैसी. यादृक means यहाँ यथा यादिक, जैसा जैसी. Okay, so that is just a different vibhuti. Prabha, we know, right? Illuminations, a light. Okay, Dinkar. What do you mean by Dinkar? जो दिन को, जो who is making a day? Who is making a day? जो दिन करता है. Who is doing a day? Who is doing a day? When you can say it's a day? Rishabh, Hanit, Kian, Ashwin, Tashvi. What is the definitions? When you can say it's a day? It's not a night. Mm-hmm. Can you repeat it? I couldn't even.
The sun is out.
So no. So whenever you will see a sunlight, then you can say it's a daytime, right? If somebody is saying about, okay, it's a, we can meet it in a daytime. So how you, even though you know that means, however, in our clock one we have 1 to 12. So what we're asking, okay, somebody just say let's meet at 8. Okay, so what is your next questions? दिन में या रात में? Because दोनों टाइम इन घड़ी में 8 तो बजते ही है. सही है, right, Rishabh? Are we
Yeah.
meeting at 8 a.m. or p.m.? Right?
Yeah.
So somebody say, okay, let's meet at 8, and then you can, what's your ask? Okay, it's a.m. or p.m. दिन में या रात में? So whenever you say it's a day, whenever you see a sun, so who is, जो दिन को कौन करता है? So Surya. So here one, what they are talking about? They are talking about sun, right? Dina kruta. Kruta means karna. Okay. Then after kruta, that's why how, okay, किसने किया? दिन कृता, जो दिन को करता है, जो दिन को करता है वो उसको सूर्य बोलते हैं. Okay, prahan. This is, we already learned this the word previously. Prahant. Hunt means nash karna. Prahant means with the force. That's why we called Arihant. Ari जो दुश्मन को हंत करता है, नाश करता है, right? So now you know about Prahant, जो नाश करता है. किसका? प्रहांत अंधकार, अंधकार का नाश करता है. So however they says यदि, जैसे, और यहाँ पे तथा, तद्रिक, वैसे, जैसे वैसे, right? जैसा वैसा. You are seeing my mouse, right? I'm moving up. जैसा वैसा, यथा तथा, यदिक तदिक. Okay, this is not the R is something wrong way. Yadik tadik, yatha tatha, yadik tathi taise. Okay, so वैसे. Kuto means kaha. We already heard this the word before, right? Kuto means kaha. Where? Graha. Now you know. Graha. Graha means planet. Gunasya. Ganasya means gan. Gan means a samu, collection. Okay, or we can say however, yeah, means yeah, it's like in connect. So जैसे ग्रहों का planet, जो सारे planet होते हैं उसको सारा सबको मिला दिया जाए. So विकास, विकासनो अपी means भी. So विकासिन, विकासिन यानी कि उदय, जो उगता है ना. However it is been विकास, विकास होता है developing. So they says, okay, however is the sun's light, right? Whenever the sun, however the sunlight is destroying the entire darkness. Okay, so same way, not however how strongly they can destroy, the sunlight is destroying on andhkar means a darkness. Same way, right? How even how does the, even all those the planet, even however you will see, right, moon and all those the stars and different planets, does their light can destroy the same way to this the darkness? No, it means that the suns can destroy with very strong way. Okay, destroy those the darkness very strong way. So same way, so this is an example is given to support the same way. Hey Jinendra Bhagwan, जैसे आपने धर्मोपदेश दिया, ऐसे हमें कहीं पे किसी भी जगह पे नहीं मिला, और जैसी आपकी विभूति थी ऐसी हमने विभूति कहीं भी नहीं देखी. मीन्स आपके जैसी विभूति हमने सबको देख लिया पर कहीं नहीं देखा आपके जैसा. What is a vibhuti? Your richness, right? However, the Samavasaran, we know about it. Samavasaran is the best things in the world one. Okay, how much is the richness is over there? You couldn't find it anywhere else. उसके अंदर सारे क्या होते हैं, मानस्तंभ, made from all those the jewels, and that those the jewels are the top notch one. You even whatever the finest jewel we have in our planet one, compared to the jewel is in a manas thumb, nothing, like nothing. So that is how, however, the richness or vibhuti आपके जैसी हमने देखी, and that couldn't have anyone else has. And the same way, however, आपने जैसा धर्म का उपदेश दिया, you show us a path of those dharma we couldn't find it out anywhere else as well. So that is what they says, like how the sun is destroying entire night or darkness, how the sun is capable to destroying the entire night and darkness, even a group of those the planet can not able to destroy this the darkness like how the sun do it. Okay, so that is the simple meaning of this one. Any word you couldn't understand into this the 37? Okay, I cannot see you, so you can directly unmute yourself and you can ask me. Otherwise, we can go for the next one.
Wait, so
Are we
basically,
good?
what is this saying? Like, can you just repeat the meaning in
So
English?
here one, they are talking about the two things, right? First, they are talking about their Vaibhav. Vaibhav means what, however, this is Samosran is the great with the richness and everything. So we
Yeah.
couldn't find out the same thing with all other places. Parasya. Parasya
So
means
basically, all the gems
other,
combined on Earth is less luminous than the one in the
less
Samsara.
valuable. Here one, we
Valuable.
are talking about the Vibhuti means the value, right? How much is this the valuable? We are not talking about the luminations one here one. First one,
Okay.
they says, okay, how much is the worth it, value it, right? We couldn't find it out. So it's same way, if the the richest man of the earth, the first richest man, and there is a huge gap between the first and second one, we can say, hey, even the second one is not as rich as the, or we can club 2 3 4 rich people, second, third, and fourth one, even though their wealth is not compared to the very first one, right? So same thing we are doing about the in area wise, right? We can say how US is such a big one, even if we collect the small 3 4 5 countries, even though their area is compared to the US area, geographical area, is like even though it's a small one, the same thing they are talking about here one is the wealth. Vibhuti means wealth. And second thing, they are talking about dharma upadesh, right? And whenever they are talking about, so say Jinendra Bhagwan, however we are getting those the dharma upadesh from you, we couldn't find it out someone else. So whenever we are talking about the someone else, means any different kinds of those the religion, like nothing in a Hindu, Buddha, or whatever the different kinds of those the religion, we couldn't find out the same that kind of those the dharma upadesh, whatever we get it from you one. That is what, so there are the two things there says, and to support their statement they given example, जैसे sun आता है तो जैसे रात पूरी चली जाती है ना, whenever the sun rises up, right, then the entire night is just getting over destroyed. So how much the light sun has, does that much light, even if you are collecting a 3 4 5 planet light, if you collect even moon and Mars and that Saturns in a night time you are seeing, if you collect a bunch of those one stars, does they have that much light or not?
No.
Right? So that is what they say, guna graha gunasya. Ganasya, gana means samu, ganasya, gana means samu.
Wait, but some of the other stars have it, such as Sirius is
No.
more luminous than the sun, and
Okay,
it's
which, okay, so even though if the star has it, you are seeing, right, some stars there are thousands
yeah,
of
but it's
light
very
years from
far away.
us.
So yeah, thousands of
Yeah,
light.
so even though, so it
That's
whatever
why
you
you
are
can't
seeing,
see.
right, if you collecting all those the stars here, moons here, planet here, whatever you are seeing in a night time, they even though if you collect it and put it in a one place, still their light is not such as strong as the whatever just the sun rays up, and that means, and you are just comparing that, means other light is not comparable. That is what we can simply say. Even many times, if you saw in a very dark
Okay.
place, you see this the Milky Way, and Milky Way has thousands and millions of those the stars you are seeing,
Yeah.
but still
And
their
we can
light
even see
is
Andromeda.
right. Even still their light is not compared to whenever the sun rises.
Because it's so far away from you.
Yeah, it's
It is
dependent
it
on
is
the
it
night
is it is
sky.
not a far away. Here we are just talking about the light, right? Wherever you are living, for your one, whose light is more beneficial one.
Sun.
So you
That is the same way, right? And how it is a strong, because they are now talking about how strong and how big is uski prabha kaisi hai. So same, that is what they are says. Jaise aapki
Yeah, I
vibhuti
got it.
means your richness
okay.
and your dharmopadesh. We couldn't find out somewhere else. Okay. So that is the first one. So I said is a
Wait, can
unique
we do the Kahoot first?
Kahoot. Yeah, before we do the Kahoot, Rian,
Override the
can
meaning.
you read out a meaning, please? Or Rishabh, if Rian is not doing, just meaning, just read out the meaning, and then we'll do a Kahoot, and then
Okay,
slok 38
the
pretty fast.
grandeur of the religious assembly as seen in your Samasharan cannot be seen during the discourse of any other deity. Can the illumination of all the stars and planets destroy the darkness in the same manner as the sun?
Right. So that is what they say. So basically they are talking about, yes, you are a great, and that's why we are following you. So you want to do for the 38 first, and then after playing a both of Kahoot, or how you want to do?
Kahoot first.
Let's do Kahoot first.
Play the
Wait,
Kahoot
and can I
first.
use the bathroom? Can I use the bathroom before the Kahoot?
Yes, 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 yes. Go ahead. Okay,
Class going to end.
let me open up. Meanwhile, let me just open that the Kahoot link and do it. Okay, just give me a second.
When is class going to end?
In about 10 minutes. Okay, because Kahoot, how much the time? I think Kahoot is just taking a 5 minute, 6 minutes. And then for this the slot 38, I'll take it up in the next time. But at least yes.
Wait,
Or
what?
otherwise we can just cover 38 pretty fast as well. Okay.
Wait, is Kahoot not working?
No, Kahoot is working. I am sharing you a screen. Okay, let me share my screen with you. Mm. Kahoot is loading. Okay, hold on. Let me stop see and see where it is being done. Okay, continue as a guest. Okay, are you able to see that
Yes.
number? It's a 9436945.
Wait, so basically, what did the 37 stroke cover again? 36 stroke?
So 37 sloks covered two things, right? 37 sloks says, okay, I checked up everything and you are the great one. Okay, by both way. Okay, by Dharma Updesh as well as with this the whatever the richness you have.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And whenever they are talking about the richness means, yeah, we can consider it because they are talking about the outside one, because they
Wait,
are
so
talking about the
richness and what?
Samavsaran.
Richness and what?
And dharma updesh. जो धर्म उसने सिखाया ना, however they are talking about the dharma one, right? धर्म का जो उपदेश दिया, उपदेश means however there's the sermon, means compared to the other one, means others sermons is like a talk, but you are actually giving up much more valuable, and people are listening them and they become like your one.
Okay, yeah.
Because right, you know, because of the भगवान की वाणी सुन के कई लोग अरिहंत भी बन जाते हैं. Many people are going in a सिद्ध मोक्ष चाहते हैं ना. So how they become a सिद्ध? Because once you become an arihant, yeah, you are being equal like them one. In other religion, they are not making you a god. Which other religion is making you a god? No one, only Jain religion is doing, right? Because Jain religion says, okay, however, our Tirthankars are Arihanta. So all Arihantas are equal. That is why we have seen in a Namokar mantra, right? We say Namo Arihantanam. Okay. So that is what they says, means we couldn't find it out in all other religion one, and we couldn't find out anywhere else in this the world. How where you means that is what there are the two things they are showing you. So
Okay,
are we
got it.
have all in? I think we are just missing one person.
Wait, no, we are good. There's 6
We are
people. There's
good.
5 people. There are 5 students, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's start it. Yeah, and everyone has already put it their name and WhatsApp number and email to the common chat, right? Because I will take it from this one, and then after this the class, I'll send it out to you. Most of tomorrow one, I'll send it out to your scripts and everything. Okay. Apart from Ajinendra Bhagwan, any other celestial gods also has a divine power?
Wait, what?
No, no one has it, right?
Oh, right.
Yes,
Wait.
Kian was the only person that got it correct. I was the only
No,
one that
yeah.
got it correct.
Yeah, because it was written up in Hindi, so people couldn't understand it. So none
Yeah,
of
but
those
then,
the other celestial devs has that
it
kind of those
wrote
the
up in English. Then it wrote in English.
yeah, it comes, but it comes a later one, so that's fine. I can give it to
It
those the
never came
points
in
later.
English for me.
It came, but okay. Sun is compared with which thing?
So Jinendra?
Yes, Jinendra Bhagwan, right? Because that is what, however, the second example is represent sun is represent Jinendra Bhagwan. Not the Brahma. Okay, so let's will go. What is the described in 37th slok?
Oh no, I got the
Very
I
easy.
misclicked. I misclicked.
It's green.
Let's
I
read it.
misclicked by mistake. I clicked the wrong text
Oh,
by mistake.
but anyway, you are able to see it, right? So don't worry. You can cover up in another one. So this is a unique power. How whenever we are talking about this, the uniqueness means uniqueness in a two ways, right? With this the vibhuti as well as with the divyadhvani. Okay. Not a divyadhvani
So that's
pratiharya.
what I
No, we are.
misclicked on. That's what I misclicked on. I meant to pick unique power, but my mouse was a little down, and I was in a hurry.
Oh,
So I had to click that.
okay. And we are not talking about divyadhvani, right? We are talking about samavasaran here one. So that's why. Okay.
Yeah,
All
Divya
pratiharyas are done. Can stars and other than the sun destroy the darkness? Very
True.
easy, very easy.
That's true.
False. Can star? Yes. If you say true means yes, right? And if you say false means no. Stars and other planet cannot even destroy a darkness like a sun do.
It can, but but they're really far. They're bigger than the
No,
sun. And
no,
they have more light, but they're really far. That's why we
no,
can't do it.
no. Whatever, okay. Everything is measure where you are. right? For an example, if you want to go India, are you measuring from where you are, or you are just measuring from in India directly? Hey, yeah, but India, it is just there, right? No, you are always been doing from your side one. So that is how, whenever we are talking about the sun one, it means that we are talking from a perspective from a planet Earth where we live.
Okay,
Correct.
yeah.
So always been think in a way. You are not just saying, hey, okay, if I am going to that the star, it is as bright. But once you will reach over there, then that the star is become a sun. Correct.
Yeah.
Before from here one, it was a star, but once you reach over there, again it's become a sun.
Wait,
So
no, just to
and
your eyes though. It was a sun from the whole time. It was a star from the whole time. Just to your eyes, it seemed like a small dot.
no, however, you can know them from whatever you are seeing from your point. From where you are, it is a star. Correct. If you are seeing about
Wait, isn't
your
the sun a
sky, if
star
you are
as
seeing,
well?
right, you are not saying them, hey, this is a sun, this is a sun. No, what you say, it is a star, it is a star, it is a star, it is a planet. Okay, but once you reach over there one, yep, and then again you consider your sun as a star from that place. Correct. And you consider what that a sun as a sun over there.
Okay.
So it is always been from you are
Okay, I
doing,
got it.
or
Yeah,
you are calculating from where
I
you
got it.
are.
yeah, I got it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so we will be who preaches for the benefit of all. Very easy, very easy, very easy. I said this one is the easiest one.
This, of course, Jain
Yeah,
is
it
the
is.
best.
It's the most easy one. Everybody got it
It
right.
is.
Everybody got the right.
It's
Okay, so
not.
we'll see the second point. Tashwi, congratulations. Okay, Rishabh.
Wait, no, though I misclicked
Okay,
one of the question, or else I would have got 4 out of
I know. Hanny, and there are other. Oh, Rian and Kian at fourth and fifth place. Cool, cool. Congratulations to you all. You know that you did it very well, very well. Okay, so
Wait, it's already 8:08,
I-
so can I leave
yeah, so yes, but before
Yeah,
you leave, I just okay, did everyone put their WhatsApp number and their email and their name in a common chat? Please, please, because I am going to share a skit with you. So just write it down, your name,
Wait,
WhatsApp number, and email.
I'm just doing it.
Okay, yes, please. Before you leave, okay, and will, as our traditions, we are reciting a Namokar mantra first. Okay.
Wait, one question before we start the number comment. Do we say our parents' phone number, right?
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, because I'm going to share a skit with you, right? On a WhatsApp one. I'll just create a one group. So that's how you can get it all those the message as well. So whatever the WhatsApp is convenient to you, your papas, your moms, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Okay, and you will see that MJK 23. So at least you know this is a
Wait, I
group
sent it.
what we are
I
talking.
sent it on the in the chat.
Okay, perfect. So please, even Rian, also put your number as well, because we are, let's take everyone part. Okay, I have Rian to Tashwi. Fine. Okay, Rishabh, I have, Ashwin has, and Kian has, and Hanit too, right? Hanit did the first one, I think. So, yep. And Hanit did the first one. So I have everyone's. Very good. And please fill out even those the Google form too. Okay, so that's how you will also
Wait,
get
where
a
are the Google Forms? Are they on WhatsApp?
they are on WhatsApp.
Okay, I'll check.
They're
Okay,
also
check it
linked
out.
in the classes.
Otherwise, if you do not have the otherwise on anyway, I'm doing a WhatsApp your scripts. So on that time, I'll also put a link again. Okay,
Okay, I got it.
sure. So let's we do a Namokar mantra or any other question. Let's do Namokar mantra, okay? Namo Arihantanam, Namo Sitanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Vachayanam, Namo Loe Sahunam, Eso Pancharamokaro, Sauva Pava Panasano, Manglanancha Sauvesim, Padmam Havai Mangalam. Jai
Bye.
Jinendra,
Jai Jain.
Jai
Bye,
Jinendra,
Jain.
Hi Jai
Jai
Jinendra,
Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra.
Choo 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 karta tha. Chalo be bye.